Hello, dear Taurus. Welcome. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for being here. So glad you could make it. Taurus, we're going to take a look at what messages need to come through for you. Now, Taurus, immediately as I was tapping into your energy, I heard we do what we want to do, say what we want. We do what we want to do, say what we want to say, live how we want to live, play how we want to play, laugh how we want to laugh. You know that shit. The Adams family. You doing what the fuck you want. You living how you want to live. You saying what you want to say. Okay? As it has to do for you and yours. And I feel like you don't give a fuck how somebody feel. Because you live how you want to live. Play how you want to play. Act how you want to act. Okay? Yes, you do, Taurus. At least that's where you at with it. Or somebody feel like that's how you acted with them. About either family or family issues or family matter. So let's see. What is Taurus focus? Taurus, we're going to take a look. This reading is going to be for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter sign placement. What is Taurus focus, Spirit? What is Taurus focus? What is Taurus focus, please? What is Taurus focus? What is Taurus focused on? Thank you. You're okay. You have vision and diplomacy. That's a 5. Yes, honey. So you are focused on commitments. You're focused on commitments, being of service. You focus on using tact and diplomacy in your communication, in your connections, in your commitment. You're focusing on what it is you want to establish or change. Some of you are focused on the rules. Some of you are going against the rules, or you changing the rules. I feel more like you changing the fucking rules. Now, some of you could be focused on an institution, but you may be focused on what it is you want to establish, or you're dealing with matters where, as it has to do with connections or commitments or family, there may be some challenges or changes that are either happening, or some adversity, or there's perhaps you're operating in a space of intervention where I also feel like you may be teaching someone, or someone may be teaching you, but this is your focus. You may be teaching someone, because you see that owl here? This is you operating in a place of wisdom, right? And also I feel like you're standing on your faith, on your beliefs here. To Taurus, which would make sense. You live how you want to live, play how you want to play, laugh how you want to laugh, like Adam's family. At the bottom, you do have completion, which is a 17 breaking down to an 8. So I feel like this is you exerting your strength. You are having fortitude to ensure that things work out, or that you manage them in a way where you see a positive spin on it, or maintain a positive spin on it, and that you're doing everything you can just to have balance in this situation. But a balance, I feel like it's balance. It may seem like it's according to you, but it's like, I feel like you're at a time where you like, listen, we can't go with tradition, or you changing something up. It's like there's some challenges, or there may be concern with your intention, or you may have concern with the intention of someone else or others. But this is about what it is that you want to establish, or what you will or won't commit to. I just feel like you're at a space where you're not trying to take chances, right? That you're being careful or conservative in some way, or you have a blind devotion, or you are seen as having a blind devotion, but it's like you're just going to do it your way. And with completion, you're going to get it done. getting it done, or the focus is to get it done, or to complete it, or see completion with your vision. And through the use of diplomacy and wisdom, it's like you drop wisdom, okay? You drop that science about why what you think makes sense. Okay, so whatever you're experiencing a challenge, you aim to resolve it. Very nice, Taurus. So let's take a look at what needs to come through for you. There's something that you have a lot of compassion, a lot of feeling, a lot of emotion about, something that you want accountability, or you're being accountable, or you're requiring accountability, something that you feel very responsible for. And I feel like this is around family. Like you feel very responsible for family. Like, I mean, yeah, for the most part, that's how it is when you got family, whoever you are. But you on this is like, no, 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 no. I need this to be right. I need this to be stable. And you are taking responsibility, or you want someone to take responsibility with you on this. Spirit, what needs to come through for Taurus? What needs to come through for Taurus? Oh, Taurus, I'm going to be using the horseshoe spread too. Yeah, but you're dealing with changes. Changes. Okay? For some of you, this shit's spiritual. Okay? You may be providing guidance, or needing to be the guidance in a situation where something may need to change, or where there's an issue with conformity, or conformity needs to happen. I don't know, but you may be focusing on being of service or receiving service. Okay, it's like you're not playing games. You're not trying to play with it. You don't want any loss or crisis. You don't want any irrationality, and you're gonna confront the shit. Okay, you're gonna confront it. So, because you're not trying to have instability. You're not trying to have instability. Okay? And your intentions are to avoid instability for your family, or whatever it is that you might be changing the rules or setting some new ones. What needs to come through? And so I feel like with diplomacy, you are understanding that there's a need for you to be the intervention, or you are going to be that intervention. And you are aware the importance of needing to stimulate the situation that you are looking at, where there is either adversity or there is the potential for adversity, and you have resigned yourself to doing what needs to happen. It's like you also want others to resign themselves to that shit too. Okay? What needs to come through, please, Spirit, for Taurus? What's in the recent past for Taurus? What is in the present for Taurus? What is in the future for Taurus? What is Taurus energy and attitude? What is Taurus concern? What is Taurus challenge? And what is Taurus likely outcome? And from the bottom of the deck, what is the overall energy surrounding Taurus, please, Spirit? Yes. It's like you saying, no, this is not the time. This is not the time. Okay? Like you're not with it. This is not the time. Okay? Or this time, this weird time is precious. Okay? So let's get into this for you, Taurus. Okay. Look at that. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Can y'all see this? Of course not. It's like I'm hearing you say, I can't see them fucking cards. I need to see that. I need to see that. I'm doing my best. I'm doing all I can. You see what I'm saying? You do what you want to do. Say what you want to say. Live how you want to live. Play how you want to play. Right? Very, very assertive. I feel Taurus is your energy. Yes. Now let's get into it, shall we? So, I do feel like you want somebody to share your vision, or you just have your vision on how things need to work out or change or go. And you are being very diplomatic in asserting that. So the overall energy, Taurus, is you do have this Nine of Wands with this Ace of Cups. Okay? I feel like you're on guard. You are on guard. You are defending your position where you feel like something cannot be offered. Okay, you're defending, you're on guard about an offer or opportunity that you are not trying to entertain. It's like you are not looking to provide that. You don't want the potential of something to happen because you're not feeling it. You're not happy with it. This is something new that's being presented, or there's the potential of this, and you're not feeling this. You're not trying to extend this. You're not trying to extend this. Now, it's possible that you may, someone could be on guard with you, and there's just issues around the potential to extend something, or issues around not wanting to extend something here. This could have to do with a connection, of a significant relationship. This could be a creative opportunity. This could have something to do with a creative project, but I just feel like this is about family. But take what resonates, okay? Leave what doesn't. Now, for some of you, this may be you are on the defense about the lack of an opportunity or receiving something that, your emotions is attached to, that has the potential to make you happy, as it relates to an institution where you feel like something needs to change, or things need to be done with diplomacy intact, and you're trying to push for that, or you're trying to see the wisdom in something, or you want to see the wisdom in something, or you want the wisdom of this to be realized. Now, your energy and attitude is you do have the Four of Pentacles and Death. So for some of you, a Scorpio is the focus, okay, or a Scorpio is involved. But with the Four of Pentacles, I feel like this is you holding on very tightly to something. I also feel like, Taurus, this is you focusing on having power in the situation, or you see yourself as having power in the situation. It's like you see yourself as right. And you are either having power in the situation where you're able to change and transform the situation, or bring something to an end that you don't want, around something you don't want to let go of, or that you are maintaining. Because this is an upright. You may even feel a little stuck about how you can change or bring something to an end or transform it. But it just feels more like you are not budging on something. You're holding back. You're not budging on something, and it either needs to end or it needs to change. Okay? Yeah, it's like you're holding back from changing something. You're holding back from something being transformed or transitioned. Because you are focused on persevering, you're focusing on maintaining, you're focusing on security and stability. This could be to do with money, or with work, but it feels like to do with family. You're not giving to this. And you not only are not giving to it, you are bringing about the change, or you're transforming the situation, but you're definitely bringing it to an end because you're not giving to this. And so in the recent past, you do have the star in reverse with the two of cups. So for some of you in the recent past, there was an Aquarius that you were focused on, or that was involved in the recent past. And so in the recent past, the star talks about, wish fulfillment. The star also talks about um, having hope, empathy, but it's in reverse. So you may have been dealing with an Aquarius that was in reverse, meaning the Aquarius was lacking empathy or lacking insight um, in this connection, or there was a lack of healing in the recent past. Or it's like in the recent past, perhaps you didn't grant a wish in a connection, a partnership, or with an agreement, or something wasn't granted that was agreed to, or you were able to get some sort of compromise. Because with this star here, yeah, it feels like you may have been dealing with someone who didn't get their wish granted with a relationship or a partnership or a connection. Let's see a little more about this. It's like someone didn't get what they wanted in the connection, or you didn't want somebody to get what they wanted in the connection, or something that they were hoping for. Spirit, clarify the star in reverse and the two of cups. Somebody didn't get their wish in a connection. This could be you or someone you were dealing with. Spirit, clarify, please, this star in reverse. Okay, two cards is just trying to come out here. So we have the Tower and the Ace of Cups. So something happened all of a sudden, right? Or there was some sort of adversity or shakeup, or something you felt perhaps was like a rude awakening. Yeah, I feel like someone didn't get their wish or something wasn't granted, because here the Ace of Cups is upright. So someone wanted to change something all of a sudden. Could have been an Aquarius, where they wanted this opportunity or offer to be extended to them, or maybe you wanted this. But you got the Empress here, so there may have been a mother figure involved, or something that either you or someone you're dealing with wanted to have some success with, or wanted to see progress with, or wanted to alter a situation. But there was a focus on wanting productivity, wanting success with an initial action, I feel. And so, yeah, I feel like somebody didn't get what they wanted with an opportunity or offer that they wanted extended to them. With the Tower here, there could have been a Scorpio. So there's Scorpionic energy here with this Tower and the Death card. So this here is something uncomfortable. There was some sort of shake up here, adversity, a frustration with an offer, an opportunity, perhaps around an Aquarius, or Perhaps you felt like, or someone felt like that there was a lack of empathy or a lack of enlightenment in this situation. You may have lacked hope in your ability to get an agreement in a recent past around something where there could have been a rude awakening or an epiphany or a sudden change, as it has to do with an offer or opportunity, the potential for it, and being able to get what you wanted here or someone else wanting this. But there was a focus on nurturing, trying to see progress and success here, or where empathy is a factor here, being grounded, being creative in the way to succeed and complete this. Now, at present, you do have the King of Wands upright with the Three of Wands in reverse. So I feel like at present, Taurus, you are in a position where you have achieved what you needed to here. You were able to assert yourself. You masterfully acted upon something, and so at present, you have achieved what you wanted in this situation, with something that now you moved on from, but also that you did not want anything new to be implemented, or that it's like you didn't want to put any effort to come together about this. And you were able to achieve that, at least delay it, right? So it's like you're turning your back to this. For others of you, you are determined to achieve something at present. That you're waiting for, or you're at present you are focusing on achieving something that you don't want to see progress. But this feels more like you've achieved what you wanted at present with a situation that you didn't want to see progress. With the Three of Wands, this may be to do with working together with others, or waiting for your ships to come in, or someone who's waiting for their ships to come in. The Three of Wands talks about that you didn't want to put any energy in it. You achieved not seeing the productivity in that, or you may be dealing with the King of Wands who is embodying this energy, and at present this may be someone who is still focusing on achieving something that they weren't able to see progress with. Spirit, tell me about this King of Wands and the Three of Wands. But I feel like this is you achieving something that you didn't want to progress with, that you didn't want to move further with, but that you have also moved on from. Okay. Clarify the King of Wands and the Three of Wands reverse, please. Thank you. Yeah, Chariot on this King of Wands and the Three of Wands reverse. So again, I do feel like it's a family matter with this house here, something to do with home, where at the bottom you do have the Hermit. Okay. There was a focus on bringing enlightenment to the situation, to have someone see something from your perspective. I say that because the eyes are wide open, and in needing to have someone see something from your perspective in order for you to arrive to the solution that you wanted to achieve here, or get the victory in, or something that you wanted someone to go with the flow with you on, or that you wanted to be able to steer and have victory and control with. This was you needing to have control of your emotions and still have that will and determination with your vision. Because if you see, there's this one eye here, vision, and this person is on the house steering it. So I feel like this was at present, this is you having victory, where there may have been an obstacle or a potential obstacle um, with something that you needed a solution with, where you see the solution, but you needed somebody else to see that shit. And you wanted to achieve moving forward on something that you didn't want to have to, you didn't want to see progress, as it has to do with working together with someone or someone's action, or it's just something about you didn't want something new implemented here, and you were able to achieve that through your masterful creativity, if you will, in the situation. It's something about the way you expressed yourself, because the King of Wands, right, talks about, the King of Wands can be very diplomatic. The King of Wands can be very assertive and passionate, have a lot of charisma and charm. The King of Wands has the ability to, talk people into things, to enlist them into their cause and to help them with their cause. And I feel like that's what you were doing. And you were like, listen, this is where you are at present, is that you are focusing on what needs to be achieved. And what needs to be achieved is that there may be 1 to 3 things that does not need to be moved forward with, that needs to be delayed, need to hold up, because you need to be able to continue to navigate a path that seems narrow, where you don't have a lot of room to make mistakes if some sort of potential obstacle comes up, or as an obstacle comes up, right? So it's like you wanted to achieve your plan, right? And the plan was not to move forward on something, to delay something. And that's where you're at present. I feel that you were able to do that, to get someone, or whatever your vision is, have completion with that vision through your diplomacy and tact. So in the future, Taurus, you do have the 8 of Cups with the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. This is you moving on from something that you were unfulfilled by, to do with family or connection, where you're able to move on and no longer invest. You're not investing in this. You're moving on and not investing in this. Okay? And so, or in the future, you're looking at how to move on without investing. Or what you're doing in the future is you're moving on because something no longer needs your attention or needs tending to. There's no energy and effort going into this in the future. I feel like that's how you want it. You want to keep things the way they are. Your concern is this Ace of Swords and the King of Pentacles. So you were concerned about perhaps something being cut, concerned about whether perhaps a King of Pentacles, someone that was embodying the King of Pentacles energy, would see the truth in the situation the way that you are presenting it, or you may have been concerned about your ability to stand in your truth or convey your truth or cut something out that you were trying to manage and have success in creating. And you may have been concerned about your ability to articulate or convey or break free or sever something that someone else was trying to establish here, or you were concerned about whether or not you could convey or communicate in such a way that you could establish what it is that you wanted to manage or have success in creating here. And that is the concern. You were concerned about who you were communicating with, perhaps, or who you're communicating with, being able to recognize the truth about what it is that they were trying to create or manage here. You might have been concerned about whether or not you could get this individual to cut that shit out. Your challenge, though, is the Seven of Swords and this Page of Wands. So there may be the challenge of deception, lies, the challenge of being betrayed, the challenge of being able to escape and take something in a new direction, the challenge of being able to strategize how to respond, or to the challenge of not having something taken from you, or the challenge of the potential of something being taken from you. The challenge of being able to get away with what you are doing, or the challenge of, stopping someone else from getting away with something, or taking advantage of you. And so there may have been challenge in the conflict, challenge of, what the damage could be in a situation that you were trying to, strategize. And it's like the challenge of strategizing how to respond, the challenge of not letting something be taken from you, and observing and surveying the situation well enough to figure out how to avoid that or keep that from happening. And so your likely outcome here is you do have the Tower in reverse with the Queen of Cups. So you avoid a disaster. You avoid a disaster here because you are being very intuitive, nurturing, or caring, or you get the nurturing and care on this matter that you're looking for or need. Yeah. So you avoid a disaster. You avoid the uncomfortability. You avoid the shakeup, the potential shakeup. You're able to avoid a rude awakening, or you're able to keep any sudden change from happening, that and sustain or maintain your comfort, your emotional comfort. Or you're able to get someone you're dealing with to have some compassion or have empathy or realize your vision. It feels like you get a positive outcome because the focus, the Queen of Cups focus on the love, of, you're able to provide common sense, right? You were able to tap into your intuition and provide common sense, or you're able to get the person that you're dealing with to have common sense about the situation, to be balanced with it, to avoid a disaster. That you avoid a disaster. Disaster avoided. But this requires you being patient and understanding and being delicate and showing respect with what it is that you want to persevere on, and being gracious. But also this is you being emotionally grounded and diplomatic and tactful in a way where you're able to create understanding to your vision. You're able to get respect on the situation. You're able to get someone to be gracious in this. You're able to get someone to become more patient because you want to avoid a disaster. And I think that's what you also are showing someone or proving to whoever needs to, get some common sense around this, if you will. So, Spirit, tell me more about this Tower and the Queen of Cups. And I just feel like this is having to do with family, actions, communication. And, you're on a defense, you're on guard, and you intend to persevere and overcome and endure on whatever you need to do. Okay, these two want to come out. Thank you, Spirit. Where you want to put a stop to an offer or opportunity or the potential of something being offered up or created here. At the bottom, you do have the Empress showing up again. This could be a mother figure or just you. Someone is operating in their compassion, their kindness or empathy, or you're looking for kindness, or you're showing kindness, or you need kindness to be that exchange. You have the Five of Cups and the Ace of Swords. So there was something that was upsetting to you here, or where you were experiencing some emotional loss with. But I feel like with the Ace of Swords following that, you were able to salvage the situation. Something disappointing, you didn't focus on the disappointment or the loss. You focused on the truth. But I also feel that your ability to do that was your ability to get someone else or others to see how something could end up being a potential loss, and communicating effectively for someone to avoid what could be a possible rude awakening here, and to show some compassion. But you avoided disaster here because you're able to touch the feelings and heart of whomever feelings and heart needs to be touched or reached. Spirit, what is some guidance for Taurus? What is some guidance for Taurus, please? You have two cards that flipped over. Thank you, Spirit. Notice that special person. Notice that special person. Take notice of someone whom you've previously ignored. That person is your teacher, your special angel, and he or she will do or say something you've been waiting for. Just because you're recognizing the beauty of his or her spirit, your goal is to see that everyone is capable of helping you heal and vice versa. Okay, so this is about touching, reaching someone and getting them to notice how unique something is, or how special or delicate something or someone is, that they will participate in helping you to secure, helping you to protect, helping you to heal or keep it healed. If you help them to see the significance of the situation and that they see it as special the way you do. You also have be proactive. Recognize one of the major areas of insecurity in your life and see how much it disempowers you. Then identify one small action you can take to release that insecure feeling. Your goal is to observe whether your proactive or passive, since healing requires proactive energy. Okay? So I feel that what this is saying is there's a need for you to be positive and to be positively assertive, to focus on trying to have the best possible outcomes. Because, see, I feel like as it has to do with your energy, there's a need to be mindful about the actions you take or what you're contending with, where power is concerned, your power in the situation, because you want to be mindful that that power that you are wielding, or whatever it is you're trying to hold on to, or have self-preservation with, or maintain, or secure, or keep stable. With that Four of Pentacles, there's the ability to do that, to secure what you need, to persevere, um, to make stable, to maintain, through your ability to change it, right? But just as easily with this Four of Pentacles, there's the ability to get stuck because of how you're trying to change it or transform the situation. So it's very important how you do things in a practical way that's grounded, that doesn't cause you to be stuck, or the situation that you're trying to reach be stuck or stagnant. And for you to focus on, what is it that you're looking to transform, or who is it that you are trying to reach, or what is it that you're trying to maintain or secure, where there's a need for you to be able to be mindful that you have the ability to maintain and secure what you need, or you have the ability to get yourself stuck with the way that you go about making changes or trying to transform something. And so there's a need for you to be positive about it. I feel like there's a need for you to be mindful not to come off like you're trying to hold on too tight, even though you are. You know what I'm saying? But just like, well, this is all about just keeping it stable and secure, and keeping things, going well and maintained. And so you need to be mindful of when you need to stick to approach, or when you need to be flexible with it, with the goal of seeing productivity in your actions or your initial actions. And be careful of any situations where, you don't want to end up creating a stale situation, or being overwhelmed in it, or becoming unhealthy either by your actions or the lack thereof. And be careful that you're not repeating any cycles, because you have done a lot of learning and growth, Taurus, and you got this, because you're able to avoid a disaster here and salvage the situation, even if it felt upsetting, and come to the truth and bring clarity to the situation. Perhaps to someone where they lack the clarity about something, because they like to, King of Pentacles likes to have everything their way, and to where they may not be thinking of others, and you may need to bring that in. So you can, and do it. I hope these messages help. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye, Taurus.